Alright, what is up everybody? It's another video. It's another Rosinante video because I'm just really liking this leader a lot for OPO5. It's going to be the #1 leader I'm going to be trying to get as a parallel when the set comes out this week. I think this Friday is when it comes out, so can't wait for that. So some more Rosinante videos, another episode. Obviously I play Sugar, the utility, right? Best utility for Rosinante. He swings 5 at me. He's playing the purple Luffy that lets him strike himself and add a Don to his Don pile, so gotta work around that. But he summons out Law. Didn't have enough for me to discard stuff, but because I have Sugar out, that Law's rested, so it didn't matter. I play the baby 5 right here, and then I choose to I think I grabbed another Sugar just in case to set up, and then I swing 5 to 5 face to his blocker Law right here, and he just takes it, and that's fine. I wanted him to die because I just didn't want him to have a blocker out. I wanted him to have less stuff on the board pretty much, especially since I have Sugars on board that rest things. And if you do have 2 Sugars on board, right, they both get rested, which is unfortunate. That really sucks. That's how that works, unless that's just how the sim interprets it, which really sucks. I really hope that's not the case, because it's I don't know. I just really hope that's not the case for normally, unless that's just how it is supposed to be. But because I had the Sugars out, I was able to rest the 7-drop Captain Kid. I drew into the 10-drop Dofi, so that works out perfectly. Unfortunately, though, I was on my 6th Dawn turn. I was only on my 6th Dawn turn, so I couldn't summon out my 7-drop Dofi to return the Kid back. So I just put all my Dawn onto my leader, and I swing at the Captain Kid, because I don't want him to have that out any longer, because he gets an attack with it, and now also with his attack, he gets to boost his leader up. So he lets it go, and on his turn he summons another one, but because I got the Sugars out, that one's getting rested too. So even though he plays it, he still gets the boost because it's also on play. It's on play and when attacking. He boosts his leader, attaches 2 Dawn, and then he swings at my Sugar. I let it go because I already have one on board. But because I have enough Dawn now, pretty much what I do is I just use a 7-drop Dofi in my hand to return his 7-drop Kid back to his hand. I think that's a pretty fair exchange in my opinion, because even though he gets the Kid back in his hand, that's Dawn he still has to play to get it back out, so it's wasted Dawn. He plays Kaido right here, KOs my Sugar obviously, and then he puts his last Dawn onto his leader, so I out counter for 7. I think I actually just take this 10k swing here. Yep, and then I actually just pulled into a 3000 worlds, unfortunate. But yeah, because of Kaido, he's just able to kill my Sugar. And I feel like that's the one problem. There should be triggers in this game, like trigger steps, where like one thing activates because something triggered it, and that's how it should go. Like every other card game in existence, every other card game has steps or chains as they call it. So yeah, I swing my 7-drop Dofi into him. And then his turn comes by, he plays Blocker Kid. That 3000 worlds I just use immediately. There's no point holding on to it, because the best 5 drops I could be returning is his Queen and his Blocker Kid. So I put 3 Dawn onto my 7-drop Doflamingo, try to kill the Kaido right here. He does out counter it though. He wants to keep his big body out. That's, reasonable. I think I just swing face at leader, and then I summon the Doflamingo right here, the blocker one, and I choose to put stuff on top because I really wanted Red Rock in my hand because of that 10-drop Kaido, and just in case he had another one in hand. Because I have the blocker out, I'm able to just block an attack, and then out counter with the stuff in hand, and then I'll draw that Red Rock, and I'll get rid of the other one if he did play it. So right now he's at his, I think, 9 Dawn turn, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, he's at his 9 Dawn turn already. Baby 5 is just staying up because I haven't really needed a, user to search. He tries to attack 12 to 7 at my 7-drop Dofi. I use the blocker Dofi, obviously. He plays a Queen. Guess what? I have 3000 worlds in hand. That thing's going away. If I don't use 3000 worlds, I probably find another way to get rid of it. But he puts his last 2 Dawn onto his leader, and then he swings 7 to 5. I choose to out counter it with my baby 5 and my Doflamingo, and then I draw into a 10-drop Dofi. Now I was really wondering if I wanted to actually play 3000 worlds here, right here, but I actually just chose to go for the 10-drop Dofi. I chose to swing out first, but I think he actually out counters here, because I didn't want to waste Dawn on attacks because I already have enough to attack. I swing 5 to 5. I'll have 7 to 5. Next attack because of my 7-drop Dofi. I didn't want to waste Dawn because I want to play my 10-drop Dofi. So yeah, he takes his last life, right? And then I play my 10-drop Dofi right here. And I freeze his 2 main attackers. So he can only swing with his blocker next on his turn. Unless he has something with Rush, right? Unless he has that. Unless he's running that Rush Frankie in there. Or another 9-drop Kaido. But he doesn't. He quits right here because he knows that he only has 1 attack. And I have another 10k swing on board. So he leaves right there. So pretty quick game for that. Big surprise left after the first game. He just immediately left on his turn. So let's get into the second game. I actually have 2 games with Rosinante. A nice little video to show off the release of OPO5. Me enjoying some Rosinante games. The second video is going to be me against the blue-green Sanji. So let's get right to that. Alright, this is the game with the blue-green Sanji. So same colors. We should be doing the same exact things. Well, not the same exact things because his ability really profits off of vanilla-based vanilla cards where they don't have a base effect. I think this Sanji was actually running the 9-drop blue Sanji, if I'm not mistaken. So my turn, I get to attack first because I went first. So 6 to 5, he takes it. I play my 2-drop Doflamingo blocker just to set up. It's the only 2-drop I could play, so I just chose to play it to set up right there. He's actually running the 4-drop Kobe. And he swings 7 to 5. I take it. I got a sugar. Perfect. I rest the Kobe. And I think I put all my Dawn on to actually try to KO the Kobe. If not, then I just swing at leader. Yeah, it was just at leader. Because I think what I did was I used my treble in hand to KO the Kobe. Because I think he does summon more stuff. Because why wouldn't he? It's Sanji. He gets to summon vanilla cards for free pretty much. I choose to block the 6k swing with my Rosinante 2-drop blocker, and then he plays another Kobe. I rest it with sugar. I choose to block with my leader blocker, and then he plays the Bartholomew Kuma, which lets you, when he dies, you get to play a Pacifista, I think from your hand or deck. I don't remember exactly which one. I draw into Baby 5, but wasn't going to play it because I wanted to KO one of his Kobes, and I just put my last Dawn onto my leader, and then I swing at his leader. He chooses to block it, fine, that works out perfectly because even though he has a 4-drop Pacifista blocker on board, and that's the card that lets you have any amount of Pacifistas in your deck, that specific one right there on board, it doesn't matter if he's on board or not because I pulled a 3,000 worlds for my life, so that thing's getting returned. Just kidding, it wasn't my 2,000 worlds. I played my 7-drop Dofi just so I can have board. If you didn't notice, funny enough, he red rocked my sugar because he didn't have any ways of getting rid of it because I was just going to switch it to blocker. So instead of using 3,000 worlds on the Pacifista, I chose to play the 7-drop Dofi because I wanted a body on board, and not to mention I have a swing with treble to make him waste cards in hand, and then I have a 5 to 5 on leader. But he chose to let the Kobe go, so that worked out perfectly for me. I swing 5 to 5, he out counter with Sentomaru, so he's not going to be able to play Sentomaru and get that Pacifista engine off. He plays into a John Giant and a Kobe. Fortunately though, because he attacked, I 2 Dawn up. I rested his Kobe with Treble's ability. And then I red rock his John Giant. And then I think what I did was, I think I just went straight for him after I 3,000 worlds his Kobe. So 6 to 5, 7 to 5, and 5 to 5. So yeah, pretty much I was just making sure he didn't have board because nothing he has rush. So like even though he can summon them back out pretty much for like cheaper, they won't have rush. So pretty much I'm just making sure he doesn't have any more attacks. He triggers his last life and it was a Sanji's Peel-Off, which helps him draw cards. It's 1 piece's Pot of Greed. With 2 bodies on board and my leader, I have 3 attacks next turn if he doesn't put down a blocker. Right here, he plays the 6-drop Isho, which makes it to where my 7 drops or less cannot attack. So obviously he chooses my Doflamingo. But because he didn't put up a blocker, I get to attack. He tries to swing 7 to 6 at my treble, out counter to 8k. I think I red rock. Wait, what did I do? No, I Dofied first. I put sugar on top. Yeah, of course I'd put sugar on top. Why wouldn't I? This is Rosinante. 3,000 world in the middle. And then I think I just go all out with, I think, treble right here. Yeah. right here, 11k to 5k. So yeah, if you can just starve, I mean, nobody really plays the Sanji anymore, but it's really cool to see one because I think we'll be seeing more of them because of the 9-drop stuff that's coming out for blue and green, which is this 9-drop Zoro and the 9-drop Sanji. Yeah, that was some more Rosinante games, really fun. Can't wait for this leader to come out, and that will be the end of this video. Really quick one, nice little video to put out there for OPO5 stuff since it'll be coming out at the end of this week in America for us. So yeah, can't wait for that.